How you doing, man?
Doing great. How about you? You getting any rest yet after the whirlwind your life has become?
A little bit.
Now, of all the highlights of Season 9, I'm sure there were many. I'm going to guess up there at the top, Bret Michaels in the finale, the duet. How cool was that?
It's about as cool as it gets, man. Like, for me, that was definitely the moment of the entire thing, and to end it that way was just so cool.
I'm going to guess, that, and maybe I'm wrong, when you guys are busy, with all your work on American Idol, you're maybe not paying attention to the news. Did you realize going in that Bret Michaels was as sick as he was?
No, all I knew was that essentially what had happened with him, and, wasn't able to keep, up to date on it, but I was completely surprised when I found out who I was performing with.
I mean, dude, you got the star spot of the night.
I've felt that way, and when I saw the song, I thought, as soon as I saw the song, I'm like, no way they're going to have me doing this without Bret Michaels, but he's in the hospital, and then of course there he is, and it was just like, wow.
You've gotten to sing with a lot of mentors and other people over the course of the year. Did you feel intimidated by anybody? I mean, was the Bret Michaels kind of an intimidating moment?
Believe it or not, it wasn't at all, just because he's he's amazingly nice, and he's very generous and kind, and he's just one of those guys that when you meet him, you immediately feel like you've known him forever. So it could have been, a deal where it was really intimidating, but it wasn't because of his attitude. It was very nice.
I'm kind of wondering how emotional it must have been for him when nobody on the planet expected that, probably including himself.
Well, I think it says a lot about who he is and what music can do for him, by him just being there. And, he went through a lot, and to come back from all that and so soon to be on the stage, it was pretty unreal.
Talking about emotional, Casey, you returned to Texas, of course, and you got down on all fours at the airport. Is that indicative of how good it felt to get back?
Oh, the feeling, it's so hard to even explain, but just when you're gone away from home and you're going through something that's changing your life, and then you get to go back, and everybody that's essentially puts you in that position is there to congratulate you, and everyone that's always followed you and been so proud of you has a chance to share it with you. It doesn't get any better than that. Got to see all my friends and family, and it definitely was an emotional couple of days.
Let's be honest, it was probably beyond the level of emotional that you thought it would be, right, going in?
It really was, just because I was completely and totally unprepared for essentially the reaction. I was thinking, well, nobody will be there, and I'll just kind of come home and, have some downtime or whatever. But
that's right. Go back to the Keys Lounge, play a couple numbers, right?
Exactly, yeah. Maybe there'll be some more people there or whatnot, and it was showed up, and the place is slam-packed to where you can't fit anyone else in there, and there's people around the building in the rain. It was pretty wild.
The future is wide open for you, but a lot of American Idol alums have graduated to do stage musicals. Is that anything at all that interests you, maybe?
I would say much less so than doing, music with a band and touring in that sense. You know what I mean? I wouldn't choose to do it over touring with a band and doing music. You know what I mean?
I'm sorry, because I know everybody's going to ask you this. Simon is gone. Are you hearing anything about who his replacement might be?
Wouldn't you love that if I did know something? I don't know anything, man. I haven't even heard any rumors, so I'm completely clueless on that.
But you have to admit the complexion of the show will change because there is only one Simon Cowell.
Oh, surely. It'll be very, very different, and I'm honestly, it's going to be extremely interesting to see what happens. I think there's going to be tons of viewers just because of that.
The fun begins. The American Idol tour coming to Manchester on the 14th of July. Casey James from Cool, Texas, third-place finisher. Casey, it was great talking to you, man. Good luck to you.
Thanks a lot, Mike. I appreciate it.
All right. See you later.
All right. Have a good one.